How high is the hurdle?
Bar's high. The hurdle's high. And I think a lot of people look at this deal initially and say, dead on arrival, this is never going to happen. The U.S. government is never going to allow a Chinese company or a Chinese organization that has some government ties through the university to acquire the chip, an important technology company that's important for the future of technology.
And in the middle of America.
But I think that this deal isn't necessarily dead on arrival because of the type of technology. This is DRAM. This isn't the sort of top-of-the-line logic made by a company like Intel or AMD or even an ARM. This is DRAM. This is the dumbest memory out there that is a commoditized product that is made all over the world. It's made by a really handful of companies. Samsung's the market leader. But as a result, I think that this deal will actually get a reasonable review, if indeed such a deal. Micron says, importantly, Micron says they haven't heard anything yet. But if this deal happens, if this deal is actually proposed, I think it's got some kind of chance. It's a non-zero possibility of approval.
I think you make a great point, Cory, because as you say, it's more, manufacturing, right? It's acquiring a manufacturer, albeit of high-tech chips. But as you say, they're some of the most basic ones, right? This is not a networking or a telecoms company here.
What I would say is that this is, Micron does a good job of doing what they do, but what they do best is yield management as opposed to creating new technologies. Now they would disagree. They will point out, I went through their 10K today for the first time in a long time, and they talk a lot about the technological advances, but fundamentally what they're selling is a commoditized product, and as a result, this deal has at least some kind of prayer here. However, there is a reasonable concern that a company controlled by the government of China that has chips in every PC and in every phone might have some kind of malware or spyware, and that's one of the reasons, for example, Huawei can't sell routers into the U.S., is that kind of concern. So that will be out there and will be part of the consideration.
Okay, also part of the consideration, what are the possible ripple effects of this industry-wide?
Well, I don't know what they would be. I mean, the valuation of Micron is quite low. Micron is doing a better job than they have in the past. Unfortunately, the industry they're selling into is so much worse, right? The PC business falling on its face. We got news just this week from Seagate that during last quarter, as bad as PC sales were, they got a lot worse during the quarter. We're going to have Intel reporting to us tomorrow to find out even more about what's happening both in databases and in PCs. So Micron, this valuation is super low compared to the other deals, but as I say, on the food chain of semiconductors, they're swimming in the shallow end of the pool.
Just quickly, do we know what Tsinghua University wants to do with this company?
We don't know.
Okay.
Wow.
Own it is the answer.
Let the conspiracy theories begin. Thank you, Cory. Cory Johnson, our Bloomberg Media Editor-at-Large.